Good evening. Again, we are in another video conference, but there is nobody in the room with me for the video conference. So there is another plan B I prepared in case this happened, that no one will have time for video conferences to practice speaking. So I'm going to show you the presentation I have. I'm going to share my screen. Les compartiré mi pantalla. Okay. Vamos a revisar un tema que ustedes han estudiado en plataforma y son los condicionales. Condicionales tipo 1 y 2. Conditional sentences type 1 and 2. So, a conditional sentence. Conditional type 1 are considered real conditions likely to happen. It means condiciones que son reales, condiciones que pueden llegar realmente a suceder. Here we have two parts of the idea, that is the condition and the possible result. For example, if you freeze water, it will turn into ice. Es algo real. Si congelas agua, ¿qué pasa? Se convierte en hielo. If you drink lots of beer, like Águila Costeña or any other, if you drink lots of beer, you will get drunk. Obviously, that is likely to happen. That's a real condition. If you drive aggressively, you will have an accident. That's very likely to happen. Muy probable de suceder. If Mary is not at home, I can go with you to the party. Another real condition. If Harry doesn't arrive early, don't call him. Ok. Ya vimos algunos ejemplos y sabemos que el condicional tipo 1 expresa condiciones que son posibles, que son reales, condiciones que es muy probable que lleguen a suceder en algún momento. ¿Qué tenemos en la primera parte? En la condición donde aparece el if you, if Mary, if Harry. El presente simple. El verbo freeze, drink, drive, is not, doesn't arrive, están en el presente simple, present tense. Result. El posible resultado que obtenemos generalmente puede ir con will, futuro, will turn, will get, will have, con el verbo can go, por ejemplo, o un imperativo, don't call, right? Wow. Conditional type 2. Conditional type 2 is for unreal conditions not possible to happen, right? Es para expresar condiciones irreales que no son probables en suceder, que no posiblemente suceden. Son más hipotéticamente hablando. If I were you, si fuera tú, pero jamás voy a ser tú. Nunca. Es algo hipotético. If I were you, I would call again. If I won the lottery, imagine the baloto. It's not very possible to happen, but well. If I won the lottery, I would travel around the world. If Obama lived in Colombia, imagine Obama, the president of the United States. It is not very possible that he lived in Colombia, but well. If Obama lived in Colombia, he would love our country. If I had my own company, oh, it's very, very not possible to happen. I'll support charity foundations. If I were an animal, an animal, pero no puedo ser un animal, soy humano. If I were an animal, I will be a whale. So here we have, in the condition, the if part of the information if Obama is in the past tense, the past verb. If I were, won, lived, had, were. El pasado del verbo. Pasado del verbo. En el resultado, in the result, en el resultado posible y no posible realmente resultado, utilizamos would y un verbo. Would call, would have, would travel, would love, would support, would be. Would. Y el verbo sin transformación, el verbo. Would call. Llamaría. Would travel. Viajaría. Would love. Me encantaría. I'd support. Ayudaría. Would be. Sería. Right? So now let's have a little brief practice. Conditional practice. Let's imagine these impossible situations. What would you be if you were an animal? If you were an animal, what animal would you be? For example, in my personal case, if I were an animal, I would be a lion. Right? What would you be? A dog, a cat, a horse, an eagle, an elephant, a giraffe, a fish? Okay. Second question. What would you be if you were a book? What would you be if you were a book? I would be a dictionary. What would you be if you were an insect? An insect. A fly, a mosquito, a wasp, a bee, a grasshopper? I don't know. What would you be if you were a country? A country like China, Colombia, Peru, Canada, France, Germany? I don't know. What would you do if you were a millionaire? What would you do? What possible activities would you do if you were a millionaire? Imagine you would have all the money in the world. What would you do? Next question. What would you do if you had the love of two women or the love of two men? Big problem. And last one. What would you be if you were, what would you do if you worked for Hollywood? What would you do? A cameraman, an actress, an actor, a director, a producer? What would you do if you worked for Hollywood? Working with makeup, special effects, lights, sound? Well, let's have another practice. In this case, very similar to exercises we do in the platform, the virtual platform. We have to complete these sentences using the conditional type 1. Remember conditional type 1. The if information is in the present, and the second part, the possible result, is in the future will, or we can, or with the imperative. If you want, you can stop the video. Pueden detener el video para desarrollar, revisar la información. If you wash the dishes, I cook dinner tonight. Very good condition. Okay, let's check the answers. If you wash the dishes, I will cook dinner tonight. If my dad has time next week, we'll paint my room. You will learn a lot about American history if you visit the exhibition. If the weather isn't too bad tomorrow, we'll play golf. We won't get there on time if we don't catch the bus. All right. So now let's check a short practice with the second conditional. Right? So complete the conditional sentences type 2 or the second conditional. Remember, the if information goes in the past and the second piece of information goes with would. So let's go one by one. If I, more time, I play the guitar. If I have, right? If I have, the past of have, more time, I would learn to play the guitar. All right. So now this one. If she harder, she better marks. The past of study, studied. If she studied harder, she, oh my gosh, she would get better marks. If know more about history, we be not afraid of the test. If we knew, the past of know is knew. If we knew more about history, we would not be, right? The negative of verb to be with would, we wouldn't be afraid of the test. Then we have, I go jogging with Tom and Sue if they here this week. I would go jogging with Tom and Sue if, la oración if va en la segunda mitad. Aquí es donde utilizamos el pasado. If they were, right, here this week. And this last one, it surprised me if she helped not you. La oración if va de segunda. So, esta primera, if, sería would. Would surprise. It would surprise me. Me sorprendería. It would surprise me if she. Necesitamos help en negativo en pasado. Didn't help you. Didn't help you. Negative past. That's it. Okay? Well, that's all our practice with the first and second conditional. En este momento vamos a iniciar la tercera conferencia de esta noche. Espero que en esta tercera conferencia pueda encontrarme con algunos de ustedes. Goodbye. That's all for tonight.